to be me. So I've been brought here in the middle of nowhere to this absolutely amazingly huge building, and I don't know what I'm here for, except that I'm going to be experimented on.
Rising up from the ashes is the man with the job of convincing me I won't be facing the same fate as the dummy. Our gunslinger of science, resident expert, Dr. Kevin Fong.
It absolutely stinks.
It really is. There's nothing like it.
This is what happens if you play with fire without any protection. This will not happen to you because we will capitalise on the amazing properties of the contents of this glass.
With water.
With water. This is going to work. I think that we need to review what happens when you play with fire without any protection. We had a couple of very high-speed cameras set up here, filming at thousands of frames a second, so we can see in detail what happens. Here we go. Dummy's coming through, instantly on fire. That's going to be you in a few minutes' time. And just in case you weren't convinced of how hot and how dangerous this is, we can see it under thermal vision, so let's just select that there. So whatever you see in here that's white is super hot, and that is what it looks like at 450 degrees, 3 times hotter than the temperature which you would roast your Sunday roast.
3 times hotter than an oven.
Yeah.
Great.
450 degrees of white-hot fire is no laughing matter. If this goes wrong, it could prove fatal. With my life in grave danger, I need to see exactly how this experiment is going to work.
You'll start up there 10 metres high. You'll come sweeping down this wire.
Oh, brilliant.
And then this is going to cover you in water. This will put out 200 gallons of water a minute.
Right.
And that's important because of this.
Whoa! The heat is giving off from down here. It's like being in a fire.
Except for you will be in the fire.
Well, the theory that water doesn't keep you safe, I mean, even if it stops you setting on fire, how can it stop you getting to 450 degrees? I'm going to have to hear a lot more before I'm happy about this.
Rachel, you can trust me. I'm a doctor. Step into my office and let me explain how science is going to save you.
Look, it's all going to be all right because of this thing we call specific heat capacity. And that's the energy that it takes just to warm water up. Quite incredibly, of all the everyday liquids we have around the house, water takes the most energy to increase its temperature, which is good for you.
So water's going to be absorbing the heat energy from 450-degree flames so I won't burn to a crisp.
Let's show you. Imagine this is you. Before you take my advice now, we're going to play some fire here, so we probably should put some protective gear on.
Yeah.
Let's put some gloves on too, I think, actually. All right?
Yeah.
So this is the bread that hasn't used the water protection. So here we go. So, not good.
I would not be happy with that as my skin.
So let's assume you take my advice. So, 200 gallons of water dousing all over you there.
Yeah.
OK, 3, 2, 1, here we go. And that still looks like a bit of bread and not a bit of toast.
It does, yeah.
This is all about taking the energy that might damage you and making it do something else.
I hope you're right. I really do.
There is only one way to find out.
Oh, there is, isn't there? It's becoming a lot more real now, so I'm quite nervous.
Human skin starts to burn at 44 degrees Celsius. But I'm about to go feet first through propane gas blazing at 450.
We're all set. Fantastic.
This is by far the scariest thing I have ever done. But there's no turning back now.
Not there. Right, now you're going to get very wet, OK?
200 gallons of water seems like a lot, but it's only 3 meters away from the raging inferno.
As you approach the water, hold your breath and close your eyes, just for 3 or 4 seconds, OK? Clip her in. OK, we're ready to rock.
Looks amazing. Let's get that round to you.
I think that my legs are now completely hairless after that.
Was it hot going through?
It felt like a laser just went boom, like really, really quickly. You felt really, really hot, and then you're out.
It's incredible. You look like you'd genuinely be saved by the science.
It worked, and you deserve a hug.
Well done.
I've done it. I'm free. I'm still in one piece.
This is the shocking bit. Watch as your head comes out. That flame just clings onto you.
It was like an instant zapping, more like what you think lightning might feel like than going through fire. I did it! I'm saved by the science! I'm alive!